Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I've got another book review for you, and it is for Bigfoot in the Bronx, and this is by Hunter Shea. So how did I find out about this book? I believe it was an advertisement for it in the back of another book. I don't remember what the book is. And I have said before, I'm a Bigfoot enthusiast, so I'm like, all right, I got to check this out. So I go to Amazon, I look at the premise of it, I look at the synopsis, and I thought to myself, wow, this sounds as ridiculous as the title suggests. I have to buy it. So yes, I did buy it. That is why I've got the paperback copy of it. This is published by Severed Press, in case anybody's interested. And I may have to check out their website or something if they've got a website and see what else other books they've got. Now, this is not the first Hunter Shea that I've actually bought and read. I've read Creature, The Dover Demon, The Jersey Devil, the one he did about the Jersey Devil. Anyway, Bigfoot in the Bronx. Like I said, at first I thought this is going to be an absolutely ridiculous book. I mean, and that's not any slight on Hunter Shea. Hunter Shea is an awesome writer. I love reading this guy's cryptid stuff. It's fantastic, okay? But I just thought, wait a minute, I just didn't see it. I couldn't fathom it. All right, so I started reading it. Anyway, it's about these two guys, Vito and Shea. And Vito and Shea, they're these two Bronx guys or whatever, you know, happily married. But Shea, he's kind of having a little bit of money trouble. He's been out of work for a while. Anyway, every year they decide to go up into the Catskills and go hunting. All right, this is their 7th year. And the two of them have never, ever, you know, they've Taylor Swifted a deer. In other words, they've never, ever, ever bagged a deer, okay? They've never shot, never taken a deer home, nothing, okay? So the 7th year, hopefully, is going to be the charm. So they see the deer, they're getting ready to take a shot at it, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, here comes Bigfoot, all right? And this Bigfoot just savages this deer, all right? And these guys are just like, what the hell is going on kind of thing. And I can't remember exactly what happens, but somehow or another, the Bigfoot ends up unconscious, all right? They think it's dead. Okay? So what do these two mental midgets decide to do? And when I say mental midgets, they are pretty much in this case right here and now, they are mental midgets, you know. And if it's offensive me saying midgets, that is just me saying it as a way of saying that they're not thinking. All right, I'm not trying to offend anybody. All right. Anyway, they take it home with them because they figure they've got a dead Bigfoot and they are going to be rolling in money. They're going to be rich because you're going to want to be interviewed. You're going to be offered money for this thing and all kinds of stuff for research and things. However, they did not take into account that this thing may actually be alive or still alive, excuse me. And it wakes up in their shed or in a shed. I believe they put it in Shea's shed. I can't remember. It may be Vito's shed, but I think it's Shea's shed. I don't remember for sure. This thing wakes up not in the best of moods. And next thing you know, this thing is roaming the Bronx. It is roaming through that area of New York. It just completely decimates a funeral. Pretty much decimates a golf course and everything. The thing about it is that it has like an affection for children. You know, and children, they just see this thing as a big guy in a monkey costume, you know. And there's also a very, very touching scene with the Bigfoot and a young girl with who has a childlike mind. And it's just really touching. So in between all this carnage, you know, you've got these really touching and charming scenes with this Bigfoot. And I mean, it's just a situation where this thing is out of its element. It doesn't have any idea what's going on, you know? And even one of the guys, Vito, I think it's Vito, yes. Even Vito realizes, hey, you know, this thing can't help what it's doing. You know, it's completely out of its element. It's scared to death. What do you think it's going to do? So that's one of the reasons why I actually really love this book. And I think I gave it 5 stars. I believe I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and it's deservedly so. And just like I said, you first look at this thing, you're going to think this is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be just going to be ridiculous, even though it is Hunter Shea. And I was just so totally surprised by it. It was so charming, and then there was like, you have these gory parts to it, then there are these parts that are just absolutely charming and sweet, and it works. You're thinking there's no way, but it absolutely works, all right? I loved it. I'm not going to lie. I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorites. I got this one. It's going up to in the top spot. It's one of my favorite Bigfoot books. I've read a bunch of them, and some of them have been horrible, and some have been good, but this one, it's got to go in the great category. Okay, so yeah, that is my review for Bigfoot in the Bronx, And I would have liked to have said that the Bigfoot had a great time in New York. He went to see Hamilton. He took in a Yankees game and that kind of thing, but that's not what happened, all right? Anyway, so yeah, that's my review for Bigfoot in the Bronx. I'm going to post this on Monday afternoon, my usual time. Until then, it is Sunday. The working week is getting ready to begin, so if you're out there and you're working, you're essential or whatever. I don't even know if people are doing that whole essential thing nowadays. I know that this pandemic is still going on. Am I supposed to be able to mention that on my channel? I don't know. But anyway, be safe and take care, all right? Bye-bye.